hope you guys like my new setup. um, okay, I've already split the deck. I haven't dealt it yet, so I have literally no idea what's under this half. Oh, I just kind of saw it under this half, but that's okay. That's the overall ending. Let's get to it. All right. Oh, okay. You're starting out in the energy of the Three of Swords, and what's crossing you is the Fool. Okay, that's not bad. So I'm getting that there's like the Fool. Sorry, the Fool. Sorry, the Fool. It's almost like you're at the beginning of something, but you can't make up your mind about it, and it's causing you pain, or like you can't see your way forward out of this, and you feel like I'm getting this sense of like I haven't even begun. I haven't even like how do I even begin? It's too late for me. Like this kind of sorrow around that. And the overall beginning energy is futility. So it's kind of telling me that the feeling that you feel like you're the fool, or like, and the fool just represents somebody at the beginning of their journey, hasn't taken a step out yet. Um, they may have a lot of tools and wisdom with them, but in the direction that they want to go in, the thing that they're looking at, they haven't been on that journey yet. So it's not saying that you're a fool or that you're unwise. It's just saying that in the direction of whatever this is that's causing you sorrow at this point, like, I feel like there's a sense of lack. It's something that you don't have, but you want. And it's almost like to get that thing would require you doing a lot of different things to get there. This isn't just like, oh, I want a TV, so I buy a TV. This is kind of like, I want like a happy home. I want a relationship. I want my business that I've been thinking about. I want something, but I can't, I don't know where to start. Or like, I feel like I can't start because these repeated issues like conflicts, confrontations, arguments, attacks, smearing of your name, smear campaigns, gaslighting. There's been a lot. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. I can feel this strong energy. Okay. Just ground that energy. All right. See what's underneath. Lust. Yep. Yeah. So this is this desire. Like this is exactly what I was saying. This is something that you want, but you don't have. It's like you look to this and you think, oh God, if you just bless me with this spirit, it would be so good. I would make the best, I don't know, let's say doctor. You want to be a doctor. I would make the best doctor, but how could I possibly get into university? I didn't even finish high school. How could I start a business? I can't even like buy a house or whatever it is. There's something that you're really strongly, passionately wanting. It's at the heart of hearts of your desire. But yeah, well, okay. Let's put that down. Spirit is highlighting this part of the card to me. Sorry, I'm trying to see the screen. Put my head up. Stretch my neck up. All these other faces. See how she's riding the the lion. All these faces there. Mm. All these other people watching you, trying to see like, what will he do? What will she do? What will they do? What's the next step gonna be? Yeah, so I'm getting that you were, maybe not now, but you were, possibly still are, surrounded by some toxic motherfuckers. Ugh. Prince of Cups. Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. I feel like somebody really ruined you emotionally, like with this strong emotional offer. Or they did something that caused you strong emotions, or they did something from a strong emotion. But there's some meddling motherfucker in this past situation. And I don't usually swear, but this reading is, oh, I'm on your side, Aquarius. Like, oh, whoever this is, this emotionally reckless, coming in with their offers, coming in to destroy your life because they can't handle their emotion, motherfuckers, caused you this sorrow, caused you to feel like, okay, like, maybe it was like a past lover who promised you the world and didn't come through. And not only that, it just turned to shit and they turn out to be crazy. I don't know. Or it could be a family member saying, oh, you should really, really do this. or maybe it's someone taking action based off of strong emotions, but it's not wise and it's not grounded. It's just like the moment they had that, they offered it, or the moment they wanted to do it, or the moment they felt some sort of emotional justification, they did this thing, they attacked you, or they offered you something because they felt like, yeah, this person is what I want. I'm going to offer this to them. But then you realize, like, they didn't have the maturity or the wisdom to back it, to back that offer. And it's left you in a state of sorrow. It could just be family. Like, it may not be one particular part. This could be multiple situations, because I'm getting that this is multiple instances of communication conflict, communication conflict, communication conflict. But I'm also getting like gaslighting. Like, this is like you are being attacked mentally, verbally, mercurially. You were being attacked from every angle. And it's left you in that state of sorrow. The hopes. Hopes. I think Gemini got this in that exact position. Yeah, you're hoping to build. The Queen of Discs is somebody who's kind of like the Fool card, that's gained all the wisdom, that's had a lot of gain, but also a lot of loss. And through the loss, they've still got what they value, but it's sparse. Like, she's looking. Can you see that? Yep. So she's looking out to these fields that have trees and a river, and she's sitting on her throne. She's got her crown and her staff, and she's holding her wealth, but she's looking at how she needs to invest that now. She's looking at what used to be a fertile land is now a sparse, not desolate, but it's a blank canvas. It's a clean slate. You're now looking to see how you can build your future and pick up the pieces from whatever this was. But the fact that you're showing up as the Queen of Discs tells me that you know your shit. You know your shit better than these motherfuckers think. Sorry, I'm just so angry in this. Oh my god. I don't think I've had an angry reading like this in a while. I will calm down. I'll just won't connect to that energy too much. Whew, okay. But it's like you think you're the fool. Okay, this is me, because Spirit keeps connecting these two cards to me, and I don't know why, but now they've just shown me. It's like these people, these toxic people. I'm not gonna keep swearing. I'll try not to. Can't make any guarantees though, but I will try. I promise I'll try. These people, these attacks, have left you feeling like the fool. Like, you have nothing, they have everything. How come your life isn't progressing? Like, I thought I was on a good path, but now it's like I just can't manifest. I just can't step out onto this path, even though I'm desiring it so much. So much. I just get this strong, passionate, like you're trying to reach out for something and you just want it so bad. And if only these people wouldn't stop like messing with you, you would have it. But Spirit's saying that's not true. You haven't had it because you were supposed to step into the Queen. You were supposed to feel like the fool, because by comparison to the darkness that you're in, this depression, this sorrow that's underneath the fool, all of that has been given to you to transform, because you've got the wisdom. And they're saying, like, I want to get direct words because I keep rewording that. They're saying they tricked you. They tricked you into thinking that you're the fool. You're the motherfucking queen. You're the king. You're the leader. And these bitch ass motherfuckers. Sorry, I have to. Oh, the divine is so not furious, they aren't happy about how you were treated, and they've kept your flame burning, but very like under the surface, kind of like the gas light and the pilot light. They've kept your pilot light burning in that little gas chamber, but it hasn't ignited yet. It hasn't lit up the room yet, because they said if they had of given you what you needed to light the room up with your light, they would have taken it, and you would have been left with nothing but just emptiness and darkness. But what they've done is protect you in certain ways, and I feel like you've seen it. You've seen the protection, but there hasn't been total protection. That's because it was supposed to be just enough to get you to feel like, oh, maybe I can't, maybe I'm the fool. How will I ever get this thing that I'm desiring, this life? Spirit saying that you were supposed to be there, because if you weren't there, you would have had this all siphoned off. You would have had something to be siphoned off. But now that you're at this point, I'm going to get the future card. Ha. Yes. End card. Yes. Yes. Sorry. I had to pull it. I mean, it's at the bottom of the deck, but I had to flip it. Okay. So they're saying that, yeah, you're about to step into your flame, your fire, your passion. You're about to ignite and light up the motherfucking room, and all these people hiding in the shadows and everything they've done will be illuminated, not just to you, but to spirit, and they will pay. They will pay for the things that they've done to you, and you will see it. I had another, I think it was Gemini's reading. They kind of similar, like they were going to see the ramifications of their enemies coming down on them, like, but it was dependent on something else. Like, I can't remember the exact reading now, but it was something along these lines. Spirit is saying, though, you, Aquarius, you get to see it. You will see the downfall of your enemies when you step into your kingdom, when you start building and planting the seeds in that field that seems sparse, but it has a river and it's got trees that are growing. So it's viable. You just need to plant. But you'll see the harvest. You'll also see all the pests, because you're fortified. You've already been fortified, but they've convinced you and tricked you to rob you of your power, that you're powerless, you're not good, you're not worthy, because, I don't know, maybe you're single or unmarried, or you haven't got a house or kids or something. Something that society or people might use to try and make you feel like your worth is somehow less. It's not. It's nothing outside of you makes you more mature, more wise, more worthy. It provides opportunities, but it's not a guarantee. And I'm getting that you've been surrounded by people that were that way. Like, they thought that all the things outside of themselves made them better than the people who didn't have these things. They were, oh, their lives look good on paper. But if you take a little closer look, that's all that looks good on. Under the surface, it's a fucking mess. And they are a mess. And they've tried to drag you down. And it seems like they've succeeded. But Spirit's saying that that passion that you feel pulled towards, you need to remember who the F you are, Aquarius, who the F you are, and get up and stop allowing, and I'm not saying that you're doing anything wrong, I'm trying to, like, rally the troops. Like, you need to get up and stop allowing these mother effers to try and take you down and convince you otherwise. They can't steal your light in this position, is what I'm seeing. The power and the light is already in you. It's already been cultivated, but it's about to ignite, and it had to ignite after the fact, after all of this, all these attacks. Because if it didn't, you would have had all of these blessings that you're about to manifest being siphoned off by the exact same people who have been doing these attacks all these years. But Spirit's saying, the moment you realize that you're not the fool, the moment you remember that you're the queen, male or female, it doesn't matter if you are, the Queen of Discs is somebody who knows how to handle her shit. She knows exactly how to plan a kingdom. She knows exactly when to plan it, when to implement the changes. And Spirit's saying that that's what you've got. But the mask that people handed you was the fool. They said, put this on, Aquarius. You really don't know what you're doing, hey, because you haven't got all these things that we have. But mark my words, what you've got will sustain the things that they have, but they don't have what you've got, because on paper they've got it all. They didn't have to work for it, or it was circumstantial. So they didn't grow to be able to cultivate and maintain the blessings on paper that they have. So when you look into their relationships, their marriages, their parenthood, their careers, turns out they're immature, they're toxic, they are miserable in their marriages, they're miserable in their lives. Those are the people where on paper it looks good, under the surface it's a fucking mess, and it's because They haven't worked on themselves the way that you have. And that's why you're in the queen and they're in the prince. If they weren't, if they were your equal, spiritually speaking, in spiritual standing, they would have been in the queen or the king, or at very least the knight. But the prince is still young, still naive, still like trying, but not in this sense. This sense for you, this isn't them. Not, they're not even trying. They're trying to take you down, trying to convince you you're not worthy. But the future for you, the near future, is this decision when you finally decide and go, I'm going to pursue my shit. I'm not going to let these idiots take me down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. Nah. These little jabs that they have, fuck them. I'm going to decide to do what I want to do. And when you do that, the overall energy you are in is this ignition. Like I said, the pilot light being ignited, this is the end result. This is the events of the near future, which is the decision, the balancing of your energy, which is, if this card had to come with a Fool, this is like the original, like these three could be read together, like I really want to go. But this, at the end of it all, after the dominance card, the Two of Wands, tells me that what you're about to awaken, if you choose to take this mask off and burn it, trust me, this thing that you're about to awaken is beyond anything you've ever dreamed of. It's more than the things that you're desiring and lusting after that you feel that you don't have, that others have. Those things, those needs and desires are just about to be met. But you've got to take the mask off, because it's the only way that you realize that you're the queen. They convinced a queen that you're a fool queen. You're not a queen. We all see you as a fool. Your royalty status, like in this scenario, it's in your blood. It's not whether they see you or acknowledge you. You could be a queen without a kingdom. You're still a queen. You're still royalty. It doesn't matter what they think. Like, that's the thing. And that's what they're trying to show you, being like, it doesn't matter what these paupers or these like peasants are coming at you trying to like take what you've got. But if we had have allowed you to see all the wealth that you've got hidden, it would have been taken, because you were sitting in this fool energy that you were convinced you were supposed to be. You're not the fool. Not by a long, long shot. By comparison, these guys are beneath the fool. Like, they haven't even got the capacity to be the fool, let alone the queen. You're the queen. But because you were powerful, you were strong, and they took you down because they could see it. And they need to make sure that you can't attack them and that they feel like you're an equal rather than a superior. And no one's above anyone. Like, we're all spirits in human bodies, just feeling what it feels like to experience the high stakes of this dimension, but and perfect the virtues of God, but the Creator. But they're not doing what they're being called to do by Spirit. And because you were, it's just kind of like, oh, but I want what they've got. I want what they've got. Which is ironic, because it's kind of like the energy you're in, except you could have what you want, but the reason you don't is because of these salty motherfuckers. And they could be in the Fool and even progress into the Queen if they stopped attacking you and focusing on you. Spirit, are we gonna have any more? I feel like that's kind of it. All right. I want this. Spirit's not telling me, but I want it. I'm gonna draw a few more cards. All right. Anything to wrap the reading up, Spirit? Just give us some sort of clarity. Oh, whoa. Flipped on out. What have we got? What have we got? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Confidence. I think, which way was it, Spirit? Yeah. And then state of mind. So you've got confidence, rose. Rose might be significant. Maybe some of you use rose, have been smelling rose, have been attracted to buy some, dried or whatever. But they're saying having confidence, lineage roots, state of mind. Yeah, confidence that you are the queen. Lineage roots, that's what they're saying. You have the lineage of royalty, of your descendants, of the spiritual lineage you were born into. You are who you are, and that's your lineage, your roots. Have confidence in it. Because all that's lacking is the state of mind, this perception that they've convinced you of, that you're the fool and not the queen. I was about to give the cards the finger, being like, F those men. No, sorry, this energy is so strong. So I don't normally get this angry, like this, oh, but like, there's something there. This feels like this huge crux of your life. Like this is like the accumulation of all the baggage. And because of the baggage, it's pain, it's causing you sorrow. It's causing you sorrow in the present moment. That's you in the present moment. And the reason is because you're stuck in the fool energy. That's what's crossing you. What's underneath the surface was the lust, your desires to break out of that and get what it is you want. Spirit's saying, stop seeing yourself as the fool. You're not the fool, you're the queen. And the longer you keep telling yourself and thinking and feeling that way, the longer you're going to stay stuck and not have these things. All it takes is the state of mind to change. Look at all the things you've gone through and the places you've come, your lineage, your roots, and not just like familial, not genetic roots, although that could be a part of it. Your roots, your soul. You're a divine soul that came here, so stop pretending like you're the fool. You're not the fool. You are not a fool. You're the queen. Remember that, because the state of mind is the only thing that's going to get you. That is the state of mind being decided upon. It's like, aha, I'm unified, masculine, feminine, on, off, good, bad, light, dark. I'm balanced perfectly within myself, because we all have divine masculine and feminine in us. And Spirit saying, once you balance that and remind yourself that you're not the fool, you'll step out of it and it'll just be like the blinders were taken off and you'll go, hang on, all these memories coming back. I remember when I remember when I sat on the throne. I remember when I handled my shit and everyone looked at me like, yeah, I am the queen. I am the royalty. I do know what I'm doing. But then some stuff was happening. It's like these little attacks, these little jabs, these little conflicts, these verbal too, like verbal, mental. It's trying to convince people to see you in a bad light. It's trying to badmouth you. It's trying to like verbally attack you, say things that'll make you feel bad about your body, bad about yourself, bad about your spirit. All of that's been to convince you that you were the fool, and it was a test. And Spirit saying it's time to hand the test in. You're the queen. Just go over your notes. Remember that. Go over your notes. Look at your lineage, the roots that you stem from, and it'll remind you. It'll reignite you, and you'll go, "Yeah, that's right. I am the queen. Holy crap! What the hell? I can't believe I was convinced that I wasn't. I totally forgot." And then, boom, all this energy, the aeon, of course, power, of course, all this energy, the energy of the ages, energy of this timeline, your power comes through strong. And I just feel like my hands, like I'm going to burst into tears when I see this energy come through so strong. Like, if that's you, if you're the fool and you're stuck, boy, are you a dynamo waiting for your fuse to be lit. Light your fuse, Aquarius. You're ready. You're ready to step into the queendom, the royalty, and you will have all these things that you've desired, whether it's family, friends, home, career, whatever it is you don't have, and it's something big, it's something that your heart's desire. That's what's going to be fulfilled. And this isn't a wishy-washy reading. Spirit's saying this is real. You need to really remember that if you are in this energy and this is your reading, it's about to come, but you need to step in and hold firm on the throne that you used to be on. Get back on it and kick the motherfucker out that put themselves on it, that usurped your throne. Get rid of them usurpers. Kick them off. Pick up your staff, crack them over the head, and let them know that if they even try that again, not going to end well for them. You'll have the entire queendom's army after them. Okay. That's a bit, tongue in cheek, but you know what I'm saying. All right, Aquarius. I'll leave it there. Hope this helped. I'm doing personal readings. If you want to book in for one of them, I teach psychic ability and witchcraft and magic. So if you want to learn any of that, get in touch. And if not, I'll see you in the next one. Blessed be, guys.